They fired on a rescue vessel. Earth's answer: no survivors. The distress signal. The distress beacon pulsed urgently across the void, piercing the darkness of space with a warning. A civilian colony on the outskirts of the Orpheus sector was under attack. Lieutenant Kale Rendar sat at the helm of the Haven, a human rescue vessel dispatched to aid the imperiled colony. Coordinates locked, he reported. ETA to the colony, 27 minutes. His crew, veterans of countless rescue operations, moved with precision. The mission was clear: save lives, no matter the cost. Kale's hand hovered over the controls as he reviewed incoming telemetry. Something felt off. The sector had long been a hotspot for rogue factions and pirate activity, but nothing in the intel suggested an organized strike on a civilian colony. Yet the beacon's signature was authentic. The Haven was en route, carrying hope and human resolve. 2. Entering the sector. The Orpheus sector was treacherous. Asteroid belts twisted through the void, and gravitational anomalies played havoc with navigation systems. Warning messages flashed across the Haven's display: hostile craft detected, cloaked vessels approaching. Shields at 80%, Lieutenant, reported Tactical Officer Mara. Enemy signatures are intermittent, likely cloaked or using advanced stealth tech. Kale clenched his jaw. Prepare to engage, but prioritize civilians. No one gets left behind. His crew nodded. Humans were trained for this: to adapt, survive, and protect others, even against overwhelming odds. 3. The ambush. Without warning, a plasma volley struck the Haven's port hull. The vessel shuddered violently, alarms blaring. Hull integrity down to 75%. We've been hit, Mara shouted. Kale swerved the ship, returning fire with limited targeting data. But the attackers were precise, anticipating every evasive maneuver. This was no random raid. This was an execution. They knew we were coming, Kale muttered. They planned this. A second volley tore through the cargo hold. Fire erupted, and crew members screamed as emergency protocols activated. Lieutenant, we can't survive another hit, Mara warned. Kale shook his head. We don't leave civilians behind. 4. Earth Command responds. Back on Earth, Admiral Sorin observed the live feed with a grim expression. The Haven's comms were glitching, showing fragmented images of flames, debris, and crew struggling to maintain control. Sir, her deputy reported, the Haven has been fired on. Hull breaches confirmed. Crew is responding, but survival odds are low. Admiral Sorin's fingers hovered over the tactical console. She didn't hesitate. Deploy the 7th Fleet to the sector, she ordered. Target every hostile vessel. No survivors. Leave nothing that can threaten Earth civilians again. The final stand. On the Haven, Kale activated the emergency beacon, hoping the signal would at least reach Earth before they were obliterated. Signal sent, he whispered. Smoke filled the bridge. Fire alarms blared. The hull groaned as energy shields faltered. A massive plasma blast struck the bridge. Red lights flashed. The ship tilted violently. Kale felt his consciousness slipping as the systems around him failed. Earth, retaliate, he managed to transmit before the comms died. Silence consumed the vessel. The crew of the Haven became ghosts drifting in the void. 6. Earth's retaliation. The attack on the Haven was not just an affront, it was a declaration. Earth's response was swift and absolute. The 7th Fleet engaged the enemy with unmatched precision. Cloaked ships were revealed by quantum sensors, then obliterated by plasma cannons and guided missiles. Every maneuver the attackers attempted was anticipated and countered by human tactical genius. By the time the ambushers realized their mistake, it was too late. Ships exploded silently, leaving nothing but drifting wreckage. The fleet swept the sector like a scythe, leaving no survivors. 7. The cost of resolve. Admiral Sorin reviewed the aftermath. The Typhon sector, once contested, was now a graveyard. Every hostile ship destroyed, every base neutralized. "We lost the haven," she said, her voice steady but heavy with grief. "All hands gone." Her deputy nodded. The enemy underestimated human resolve. They thought fear and hesitation would save them. They got total annihilation. Humanity's rule was clear: anyone who attacks Earth's civilians will face merciless retaliation. No survivors. 8. The sector cleansed. Weeks later, automated drones patrolled the Typhon sector, cataloging debris and ensuring no hostile remnants remained. Communication relays broadcasted a warning to all nearby systems. "Attack human vessels or civilians, and Earth will answer. No survivors." The message was simple, absolute, and terrifying. Humanity had demonstrated that they would protect their own, and any assault on life or compassion would be met with total destruction. 9. The legacy of the Haven. The Haven's crew were mourned as heroes. Their sacrifice became a symbol of human courage and resolve. Though their vessel was destroyed, their actions sent a message across the stars: Earth does not negotiate with attackers. Earth answers. No survivors. Every faction, every rogue ship, every alien force in the sector learned the same lesson: humans are patient, strategic, and merciless when their own are threatened. The Typhon sector remained under strict human oversight for decades. Survivors of other battles whispered the story of the Haven, remembering the ultimate cost of defying humanity. The warning. Kale's final transmission, preserved in Earth archives, became a mantra for the fleet. They fired on a rescue vessel. Earth answered. No survivors. It was repeated in training simulations, command briefings, and interstellar diplomacy. It was not a threat, it was a guarantee. Humanity's reach extended far, but their wrath extended even further. The loss of a single vessel triggered retaliation that erased entire fleets. Every colony, every outpost, every crew member knew: do not provoke Earth. 11. Reflections in silence. Years later, the Typhon sector drifted in quiet. Debris fields glimmered like stars in the void. The Haven was gone, but the legend remained. Admiral Sorin's words echoed through the halls of Earth Command. "We honor the fallen. We mourn the Haven's crew. But let it be known, any attack on Earth civilians will be met with unyielding force. No survivors." The galaxy learned a simple, terrifying lesson. Humans do not forgive. Humans do not negotiate. Humans answer. And those who underestimate them pay the ultimate price. 12. Conclusion. The attack on the Haven and the subsequent retaliation reshaped interstellar relations. Rogue factions feared Earth's wrath. Civilian colonies' new rescue missions were no longer just hope, they were backed by lethal, absolute force. No survivors. It became more than a phrase, it became a doctrine. Attack humans or their vessels, and face obliteration. Attack their civilians, and the galaxy will bear witness to their unrelenting retribution. Earth's answer was clear, concise, and devastating: no survivors.